Alright, the purpose of this video is to show you how to insert surface labels, both contour labels and also spot elevations. So I've got a surface here, I've created this surface, I've contoured it. Now I need to insert labels to label the contours and also to insert spot elevations at the high points to show elevation differences. So I'm going to start by going to the Annotate tab up here and click the Add Labels button. The type of feature that I'd like to label is a surface, so I'm going to click there. I have lots of different options under the label type. I'm going to start with a contour single. So what this does is it allows us to contour both the major contour and also the minor contour. Typically speaking, we don't label minor contours unless we have to. We typically only label major contours. That's typically speaking. So in this case, I'm going to actually turn this to none so I don't accidentally label any minor contours. Then I just click the Add key, and then I just pick an area where I want to add a contour. So maybe here. So I have a series of contours right there. Now, traditionally, we don't need to go very far. Or sorry, we don't need to add contours very close, or contour labels very close to this, because someone could follow their finger around and figure out what contour that is. That being said, we don't want to make it too cumbersome on our user of our map, so we may want to add some to the next set over here. That's a good idea. I'll go a little ways over here, add one there and there. You want to portray your information on your map as simply as possible, and if that means you have to add some contour labels so that people can read it easily, that's what we're going to do. You especially want to pay attention to contours that don't touch others. So like this contour right here, this major contour doesn't touch another major contour, so there's no way to even follow it around. So you definitely want to add a contour label there. This one is similar here. It's circular, it doesn't touch another one. This one up here is the same. Then I'll add a couple other contours so we get an idea of what the elevation changes between here and there. So that's probably, I'm going to do this one right here going down the back side. And we probably don't need much more major contours than that. Somebody could follow around over here if they didn't want to. We could add some, I mean, if we wanted to add some more over here, it wouldn't hurt. But that's probably plenty of contour labels. So I'm going to escape out of that command now. Now the next thing we want to do is add a spot elevation. So I'm going to go back up here to Add Labels, and the same thing, I want to add it to a surface, and I want to make the instead of a contour single, I want to do a spot elevation. And the spot elevation style we're using is elevation only, and then it's going to add a marker style of a cross with a circle. So that's fine. That's as good as any. So then I just click at some of the high points so that I can point out to the user of my map that he has significant elevation changes here. Sometimes we do a low spot. I mean, I could put one down here just so people understand that, wow, it's 157 feet here and it's 134 feet there. That's a significant difference. Usually I'm doing it for the high spots. You don't have to get too carried away with this. You just want to give them an idea of what the difference in elevations are. Okay, so now I've inserted contour labels and spot elevations to my topo map, so it makes it a little bit more clean, lets people understand what sort of elevations they're dealing with and what the elevation changes. So that concludes the video on how to insert contour labels and spot elevations.